back to Majestic Loon. My name is Greg, and I am here for the match preview for Minnesota United versus Chicago Fire, Saturday, April 23rd at Allianz Field. Kickoff for 4 p.m. Televised on national television. Of course, Minnesota. Coming off our latest MLS game was a 3-1 home win over the Colorado Rapids. While midweek we put in a good 2-0 away win over Forward Madison in the U.S. Open Cup. While Chicago, their last MLS game was a 0-0 draw away to the L.A. Galaxy. Midweek they lost to Union Omaha on penalties for their U.S. Open Cup game. Chicago, they currently sit 7th in the East on 10 points. They've only scored 5 goals, which is kind of like Minnesota struggling to score, but they've only conceded 2 goals the entire season. I think they have like something like five clean sheets. They have some great players under Ezra Henderson, who they hired in this offseason. Of course, we all know about their 17-year-old goalkeeper. I know he's being looked at potentially being called up in the Polish national team. But they have a great future. You have Przylko, who they traded, I believe, with Philly for him. Jordan Shaqiri. Former Liverpool player, acquired him from Lyon, and then they also have Wyatt Omsberg, who was former Loon. I believe we traded him to Chicago in exchange for Raheem Edwards. Who, shout out Raheem Edwards, he's smashing it for the Galaxy right now. And they have many others. As far as the injury report for Chicago, I believe it's Fabian Herbers is questionable, as well as Shaqiri is also questionable. As far as Minnesota is concerned, our only one would be Metnair is out. As far as Chase Gasper got, I think, a few minutes on Wednesday, but he is going to first get some minutes with MNUFC 2. Dotson went down in training today, Friday. They didn't know how bad it would be. So hopefully it's not bad, but it seemed like he was down on the ground for quite a bit. So that's definitely, I would think, he would be, with Metnair out, you'd think he'd be the right back, but then, it might, I think DJ Taylor was training with MNUFC 2, and I believe they called him up. He joined the first team training after that. But I think he said it looks like it'll be Fisher. So I think a key to the game is, something that I'm looking forward to is, a battle of the keeper, a future potential U.S. men's national team, of course, if Slovenia doesn't get accept the call up for Poland against the future Canadian keeper in Dane St. Clair, who I think both have phenomenal futures. As far no, it's just crazy. I think the thing will be how we break them down. We really need to take our chances for it. Which something that we normally I say it almost every game that we need to take our chances. But sometimes we just don't. And it also depends. And be solid on the defense. We know how good Dane St. Clair is as far as shot stopping, but he could use some work on his as far as his distribution. I mean that's really it. And then also, with being Shaqiri, that you kind of have that's almost the same, I think Heath almost kind of said, him and Reynos are almost the same, that, if Shaqiri does play, they're prepared to go at, really mark him, because like Reynoso, he can create a chance out of nothing. So with that, we are going to get into my starting 11 for this game. And between the sticks, there's only one answer, and that is Dane St. Clair. I know I praise him every week. He just keeps on getting better and better. We picked him, in the draft year, that we picked, I think is, phenomenal. We got, Dane, Chase, and Dotson, all in the same year draft. I think I've said in maybe a previous video that I think that's, as far as the 1 year of nailed on for picks, I think that's been the best as far as I can remember for an MLS team. At left back, Kamar Lawrence. It'll definitely be interesting to see, Lawrence, the battle for left back between Gasper and Lawrence. I think Gasper really hasn't had that much competition for the left back spot. He's kind of made it his own. While Gasper's getting minutes, it's Kamar Lawrence. Center back partnership, it's almost the same. It's Bakaye Debasi and Michael Boxall. I love it. Guys, can still keep up with them. Right back, assuming Dotson is not, Onel Fisher. I believe that's his more natural position. He can also play on the left. I think he's more for the right, on the right. Yeah. So Onel Fisher is my right back. As far as the kind of two midfield players, Will Trapp and Karan Arriaga. I could also, but I almost was saying, with his performance on Wednesday, I believe Rosales really looked solid. Both took. I thought his set piece delivery was really good on Wednesday, and we scored out of both those corners. So that's definitely something. Trapp, the leader, captain of the team, and then Arriaga, he's a guy at the right time. Sometimes he likes to get a little heated, and he's not afraid to put a challenge in. On the left, this one was hard. Between I think Fragapane is kind of still coming back from an injury. And you also have Bongi, who, I think we're all waiting for his first goal, and if he gets the goal in the game, I mean, wherever, I think Minnesota fans, we will go ballistic, when he gets his first goal. So this one was kind of, though, it kind of depends on where I think, I would start Fragapane, and then bring Bongi off kind of, early, bring Bongi on early second half. Because when he always comes on, he always seems to, he always brings a drive, and there's energy with him. It's fantastic to play. In the number 10 position, of course, it's Emmanuel Reynoso. He is getting, I think he was really back, really had his first, performance when he first came last week, and I think it's also good because he had his, got married, I believe, briefly after Orlando. So I believe he has his wife and his daughter are in Minnesota with him. So we're, I think that's a good thing. Kind of, feeling back at home and not, being able to see your relatives. So, hopefully he's able, this is this, start that push on and start, being really good. On the right, Robin Lod, phenomenal player, clutch player, has come up for us in so many different moments. I think can also play a pretty good 9 as well. And then up top, Luis Amaria. We saw him with a cameo on Wednesday. It's definitely good to see. Hasn't been on the score sheet for 2 games, but he's really looking sharp, and so that's it. That is my starting 11. As far as this, go fight for it. Break them down, stay solid at the back. Make sure to that's gonna do it for this match preview. Make sure to like the video. Comment your predictions for the game down below. Subscribe, share, and come on, you loons.